Hey, what up, guys? It's Jesus, aka Jacob, for Neon Gaming Dimension. I'm here to talk to you about Steam Next Fest 2024. Now, I played a ton of demos last week, but I want to talk about 10 of my favorites in no particular order and a couple other ones. So let's get right into it. Okay, right off the bat here, we have one button bosses, or one BTN bosses. This game, super cool, classic arcade concept, simplified in a way that makes it really interesting, I think. It's a little bit of depth with the fact that not pressing the one button increases your damage, so it's all about timing and restraint. If you know me, you know I like really neat concepts that stand out, such as like Vampire Survivors being a game where you only move around. Well, that's what draws me into this game. The simple yet challenging one button only concept means we can see the developer explore exactly how creative they can get with it. Definitely check this one out if the demo is still active. Super recommend it. Okay, next up we have Blood Typers. I really liked it. This game is so unique. Although you might immediately want to compare this one to Typing of the Dead. Instead, this game is truly closer to Resident Evil, where your attack's movements are tied to typing in words, rather than just like typing to shoot enemies. I think this game has a lot of potential to be something special. Should definitely be one to watch as it continues to be developed. Next up, we have The Operator. This game is literally you're the guy in the chair. A character archetype typically given to people on the other side of the phone opposite the protagonist in whatever superhero or cop drama of your choice, is another game where you're starting and interacting with the fake computer desktop. There's a lot of games like that these days. But you're waiting for calls to come in so you can give the FDI the information they need for their investigation. I really enjoyed what I played, and I'm looking forward for release. Okay, next up we have Arranger, a role-playing adventure. Whenever I go through these demo events, I'm always searching for a game that brings that awe-inspiring moment right up top, and this game definitely fits the bill. It is a marvel to look at, and once you realize exactly what you're doing and how it all works, you know you're locked into an excellent puzzle experience and that indie charm we're always looking for when we're going through these, demo events. The puzzles trip me out. I spent a lot of time in the demo trying to figure out what to do, and I had a lot of fun with that. But just everything about it, I'm very impressed with this one, so definitely wishlist it. Okay, then we have the next one, which is I Am Your Beast, made by the developer who made El Paso Elsewhere. I can't say that. This game is a wild first-person shooter that reminds me of Neon White, since you're trying to beat it fast, but also the objectives give you even more ways to play a level. The music, the vibes, presentation, and the chase for that perfect run will keep you wanting to replay level after level. Okay, then we got Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's fun to say Pipistrello. This game is just plain fun. It really evokes the Game Boy Advance aesthetic, which is obvious since at the beginning there's a logo animation that looks exactly like one, which made me chuckle delightfully. But the gameplay is great, the music is on point. I can't wait to play through the whole thing. And honestly, when I was doing the demo event, I was trying to play as many demos as I could, and I really got caught playing this a little too long, so that's how you know it's a good one for me. Then we have The Alters. This one, honestly, is the big one everyone was talking about, besides a couple of the other ones I've already mentioned. But I have to shout this game out because it has such a unique concept that you're spawning in other versions of yourself from other parallel dimensions that have different skills to help you survive on a strange alien world by choosing to change important decisions you made at critical points in your life. This game plays a bit like a survival game. I mean, it is a survival game, but it's kind of simplified. When I finally got to the point in the demo that showed the timeline and all the critical points that you could change to generate like a new version of yourself from another timeline, it tripped me the hell out. Just as much as a very alien world you're on in this game. This game should be on your radar for sure. I think it was originally showed at an Xbox event, but regardless, this game is cool. Wishlist it now. Then, of course, who could do this without trying Metal Slug Tactics? I love strategy games, or you should. Now you do. But that includes tactics games, not just 4X, not just real-time strategy. This game is a tactics game at its core, but it has its own flavor, of course. With the attacks, it's similar to Disgaea in that, like, the attacks target specific squares, so positioning is important, much like Disgaea. But I like that they added an undo move button, so you can move your character and then figure out if you can make the attack appropriately. And then, as always with Metal Slug games, this one's really hard. I mean, the tutorial was fine, but as soon as I did like a level, it was really tough. And so, that fits the bill perfectly. Can't wait for this one. If you like Tactics games, it should definitely go on your wish list immediately. Okay, and then we have this like cute, awesome game right here called Wall Waiting. This game had to make my top 10 because it's like really charming. Feels like a nice polished package even in this demo state. It's quirky as hell. Feels like it belongs on the Nintendo DS, or like Nintendo should have made this, honestly. This game puts you in various situations where someone is waiting for something like a bus to show up, rain to stop, something like that. There are objectives for you to figure out how to complete in the time you have to wait, but all you get is an icon or like a short sentence on what those little tasks are. So of course, you're going to want to replay levels to try to clear out all those little tasks. But of course, there's always a task to do nothing. So if you just leave your character in the spot, don't do anything, you'll get something too. So I don't know. I think it's great. I expected it to be nothing. I expected this game to be about nothing and for nothing to happen. So yeah, definitely more interesting than that. Okay, the final game in my top 10 here, again in no particular order, it's Wild Bastards. This game is excellent. While some people might say this game is basically just Void Bastards in the Wild West, and to some degree you might be right, but they're definitely shaking up the formula here. The visual design is amazing, and then you have characters rather than just like a random convict you're playing as, and they are talking, and there's a lot of character. There's a lot of lovable stuff going on in this, you know what I mean? And I really enjoyed that. And then the game loop itself seems cool. Definitely want to play the crap out of this one. Wishlist this one as soon as you can. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. Okay, so that's my Steam Next Fest top 10, again in no particular order. But here's a couple other games that are honorable mentions, and then just a cool list of other games. Our first honorable mention today is Judero. This game is like playing a piece of art rather than just looking at it or watching it. The nightmarish claymation visual design is awesome, even if the gameplay isn't perfect. I think this game is definitely worth everyone taking a look at. We also have this awesome weird multiplayer game called Caracoles. I played this game with the homie Sen Nuggies, and let me tell you, this will be a fun one to play with your friends and or watch streamers play together. Plays a bit like those mouse puzzles where you have to trace through a maze, only you have to do it fast, and then snails will race in real time on the path you drew from start to finish. Visually, it's weird as fuck, which I love. We also have Caravan Sandwich. This game is a lot of fun from what I played. It's a narrative adventure with lots of characters where you're driving around a van that can scan the environment for collectibles or objectives to complete. The exploration bits are really cool. Graphics and lighting really stood out to me, and I could see myself buying and beating this one. Okay, you might be saying, hey wait Jacob, that was 13 games. Basically you just did the same thing for the honorable mentions. Well, I had to whittle it down to my top 10, and these are right under that. But next up, I'm just gonna read off a list and just flip through the Steam page so you can at least see the logo. These ones are cool. I swear I'll keep it short. Star Trucker, Trucker in Space, Need I Say More? Project Timmy, Sasha's Curse, Rhythm Puzzle Game? Yes Please, Kill Knight, badass action game with systems kinda like Doom Eternal, Blade Chimera, a Castlevania Symphony of the Night-like game that was fun, Outrage Fight Fest, multiplayer brawler that brought a smile to my face, Wizard of Legend 2, more Wizard of Legend, but now in 3D isometric. Run from Mummies, 2D isometric couch co-op game about taking picture in Egyptian museums and dodging traps in tombs. Aerial Knight's We Never Yield, awesome runner game by Aerial Knight that bleeds style. The music is great, and Blessing Adeoye Jr. is doing a voice. Dungeon Crawler, interesting roguelike idea where you play crane games to either attack, defend, heal, or whatever. Old horror adventure computer game style Tenebris Somnia. But there's real life FMVs in there to make it scary as hell. Well, there you have it. That's Steam Next Fest 2024. My best of, my honorable mentions, and my little extras. All all really cool games. I played even more games than that, so just go ahead and watch like all of the long videos of me trying all the games. They're time stamped, you can see them all. It links to the pages. I just want to thank all of the indie developers. Thanks Steam, Valve for doing this every year. I love playing demos. They call me the 5-minute gamer because I play games for 5 minutes, which is basically what demos are. Give me your demos so I can try them. I'll talk about them. That's all I have to say. Hope you had fun with this video. I had fun making it, and I had a lot of fun playing the demos, of course. See you around. Bye.